And how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news. Today I want to talk about a couple discoveries I made regarding Starfield's marketing campaign, along with why I believe Starfield will have the biggest marketing campaign Bethesda Game Studios has ever had for any of its previous games. And as always, we'll be breaking all this information down together, because I'll be recording my screen, that way you can have all the links and stuff to verify all of this information for yourself if you choose to, and I'm avoiding saying my normal catchphrase there in the first couple minutes of the video because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it, which, by the way, I believe is truly setting off that BS meter, but continuing on. And we're going to start our adventure right here at our old friend, the current list of all the most recent job postings put up by Bethesda within the last week. And as you can see here, there is a lot of stuff, but not all of these job postings are brand new, and some of these have been reposted over and over and over again for quite a while now. However, I keep my eye on these listings on the daily, and I know which job postings are new and which are re-rolls, and we can further use recent job postings like these as a unique sneak peek into the secretive inner workings of Bethesda Game Studios, which is pretty useful as Bethesda Game Studios is super quiet all the time about everything, like we all know. They may as well be some kind of government intelligence agency by this point. But in terms of today's information, there are two specific recent job postings that I'll be breaking down in today's video. Both of these postings are new and aren't reposts as well, like the video editor reposting, which gets posted like every 2 weeks and has been for a year for some reason. The first one that I want to bring your attention to is a job listing for a marketing producer, which was posted about a few days ago from the time they uploaded this video, so this one is very recent. And the second listing is this one right here, which is for a digital marketing manager, which was originally posted about just over a week from the time that they uploaded this video as well. I'll break down both of these job postings in a bit more detail here in a few, but with the fact that both of these job listings went up within the same week makes it pretty clear that there is some sort of internal shift within Bethesda to level up their marketing team quite a bit, most likely in preparation for something big next year. You gotta remember, when people are hired, that they're not gonna be like working on something that's going to immediately start happening within a month. They need to get acclimated, and as we all know, Bethesda Game Studios takes their time with everything they do anyway, so whatever this marketing thing is going to be for is for something next year, which is why I believe it is for Starfield. But we are entering that speculation salt territory a bit here, but when we think about the next biggest thing that would be coming out of Bethesda Softworks at some point within the next couple of years, the biggest thing that comes to mind would no doubt be Starfield. And sure, there are plenty of other high caliber and amazing games coming out of Bethesda over the next few years, but Starfield is the first new franchise from Bethesda Game Studios in like over 20 years, and it's their first new single-player RPG in like 7+ years or something, depending on whenever Starfield actually ends up being released. Plus, Starfield is a franchise that we basically don't know anything about because Bethesda has barely given us any information to speculate over, which is why we go to trademark filings and job listings. So with all this in mind, with it being Bethesda Game Studios' next major single-player game, combined with the fact that it's a new franchise that nobody knows anything about and thus nobody can remotely know what to expect, I'd say Bethesda would have to really step up their marketing campaign for Starfield. I still think Bethesda Game Studios will stick to their usual trend to where they wait until fairly last minute before they start to actually fully market the game though. However, there is a very good chance that this marketing campaign may start sooner than expected, given everything that I just broke down. And combined with that, whenever the marketing campaign does begin, I expect us to get a lot more than we got during the pre-release cycle for Bethesda Game Studios' previous games. Bethesda Game Studios tends to be somewhat one and done when it comes to showing off their next game before release, giving the community a small handful of trailers and interviews, one of which is not even in-game footage, and then they generally cap it all off with a 15 to 20 minute gameplay demo and showcase, usually at E3, but occasionally also at QuakeCon as well. I expect this pre-release content to at least double in regards to Starfield, as like I keep repeating, nobody in the community knows what to expect when it comes to this game, and Bethesda Game Studios would basically be counting on that BGS reputation alone, which lately isn't worth as much as it used to be. So with all these powers combined, I believe I made a pretty clear case supporting why I believe Bethesda Game Studios will market Starfield a lot more than they did with their previous games, and yes, even more than Fallout 76, which has only gotten a lot more marketing and attention and continuous social media presence because it's Bethesda Game Studios' first online game, and online games tend to have a much longer lifespan as those games continuously get more content as time goes on anyway, which puts Fallout 76 in a different category altogether when it comes to Bethesda Game Studios' marketing strategies. It's kind of an anomaly. And Starfield will be an anomaly as well, seeing how it is also their first single-player game in a while, and it's a whole new franchise, so again, I expect that game to get even more marketing than Fallout 76. And now I'll quickly summarize these 2 job postings over on the official ZeniMax job listing website, just to see if there is anything else over there to discover, and so we can get a better understanding as to what these 2 job listings are actually involved with. Here's the digital marketing manager one. You can see it's for Bethesda Softworks, and like I said in previous videos, I wouldn't expect like a marketing manager or like a higher up to only be working for, say, Bethesda Game Studios or id Studios or any of the other specific dev studios within Bethesda Softworks. I expect a job like that to actually be within the corporate wing, the Bethesda Softworks, or even the ZeniMax wing, and that's what we see here. This digital marketing manager job is for Bethesda Softworks, and the summary is the digital marketing manager will build the brand and develop the marketing plan for Bethesda's online presence and platform. The position will take a leading role in defining the roadmap for all public-facing features of the online platform, and will have a leading voice in determining best practices in our digital activations. And those words right there, digital activations, that's kind of curious. To me, that sounds like that's like they're going to start activating the digital marketing campaign for a specific game, and in this case, I'm speculating Starfield here. But if we look at the responsibilities, it's basically saying that this Bethesda Softworks digital marketing manager position will help the specific studios to plan and market their main games. This is just your basic marketing manager, and everything is digital now. Everything has a social media online presence. So when it says Bethesda's online presence here, don't worry, that doesn't mean that Starfield is going to be online, or they're only going to be online from this point forward. Obviously, social media is online. That's where all marketing is done now, basically. There's not going to be like billboards for Starfield all over the entire world. So yeah. And the next job posting was for the marketing producer, which again was in Bethesda Softworks. And the summary is the marketing producer will work with the marketing team on the strategic planning and execution of world-class product hubs to support our games throughout their life cycles, from announcement to launch to post-launch. And right there makes it pretty clear, like what I was saying before, the marketing team, including the manager, the producer, and anyone else, work from basically the pre-release, the production stage, all the way up until launch and beyond. And the fact that we are seeing multiple new high-ranking job positions for the marketing team specifically posted within like the same week is pretty clear to me, at least, that Bethesda is planning to market something huge. Now, like I said earlier, this is kind of entering a little bit of speculation territory here, but I do believe this is most likely related to Starfield, just based upon the timing of these job postings, and at least when I expect Starfield to be released next year. Of course, remember, we need to keep in mind here that Bethesda is a big company, and they will no doubt eventually hire more people to upgrade their marketing team a bit as time progresses anyway. I mean, the company's going to grow, and as it grows, they're going to no doubt grow their marketing team as well, so we could possibly be looking into this situation a little too deeply once again, but that seems to be the normal discourse when it comes to that Starfield speculation. And until Bethesda actually starts talking about this game, we will forever be stuck in that speculation territory. So although these job listings aren't as exciting as, say, a possible leaked screenshot or something like that, they are much more official than any leak and do indeed give us a direct sneak peek into what Bethesda has going on behind closed doors. That finishes up today's video though. As always, what I want to know is, what do you think about all this? Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, you may get featured in a future video. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy the content, and if you want to stay in the know when it comes to the latest gaming news, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss the latest uploads. Follow me over on Twitter for other news that doesn't quite make it into my videos, as well as other channel updates, and check for links down in the description below for official Skullzi merchandise, the Skullzi Discord community chat server, and if you want to have your hand in providing future content, there are links on how to be an exclusive channel member here on YouTube, over on Patreon, or Ko-fi as well. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Starfield hopefully does something exciting for once.
just works.